$75 million. That's what it takes to own the most advanced business jet ever built. This is the Gulfstream G-800, a flying palace that can cross entire continents without stopping, reach altitudes where commercial airlines fear to fly, and deliver its passengers in absolute luxury at nearly the speed of sound. But what exactly do you get for the price of a small skyscraper? Today, we're stepping inside to find out if this technological marvel is worth more than most people will earn in 20 lifetimes. The cabin. Step inside the G800's cabin, and the first thing that hits you isn't just the luxury, it's the sheer scale. We're talking about a cabin that stretches 56 feet and 2 inches from nose to tail. To put that in perspective, that's longer than a bowling lane and more spacious than most luxury hotel suites. The width clocks in at 7 feet and 11 inches, while the height reaches 6 feet and 2 inches. These aren't just numbers. They represent freedom of movement that's unheard of in aviation. But dimensions only tell part of the story. The G800's cabin is divided into up to 4 distinct living areas, each designed with a specific purpose in mind. The forward section typically serves as an executive workspace, complete with a conference table that can accommodate serious business discussions at altitude. This isn't some fold-down tray table. We're talking about a legitimate boardroom that happens to be flying through the clouds. Moving aft, you'll find the main seating area where passengers can choose from multiple configurations depending on their needs. The seats don't just recline. They transform into fully flat beds that rival those found in the world's most expensive hotels. Each seat is individually crafted and can be customized to the owner's exact specifications. Want your seat covered in leather from a specific Italian tannery? Done. Prefer a particular shade of cashmere? Not a problem when you're spending $75 million. The galley in the G800 isn't an afterthought. It's a fully functional kitchen that would make some restaurants jealous. We're talking about convection ovens, multiple refrigeration units, and enough storage space to cater a small dinner party. The crew can prepare full multi-course meals at 39,000 feet, complete with wine pairings from a temperature-controlled wine storage system. Then there's the master suite, which occupies the rear portion of the aircraft. This isn't just a place to sleep, it's a private sanctuary in the sky. The master bedroom features a queen-size bed, private lavatory with shower, and enough closet space for a week's worth of clothing. The shower alone is worth talking about. It's a fully functional stand-up shower with hot water pressure that doesn't quit, even when you're traveling at nearly the speed of sound. Yes, you can take a proper shower while flying at 590 miles per hour. One of the most impressive features of the G800's cabin is the window system. These aren't your typical airplane portholes, they're massive panoramic windows that flood the interior with natural light. The cabin management system is controlled through high-definition touchscreen displays that put most home entertainment systems to shame. Passengers can control everything from lighting and temperature to window shades and entertainment systems with the swipe of a finger. The cockpit. The cockpit of the G800 represents the pinnacle of aviation technology, featuring Gulfstream's Symmetry flight deck powered by Honeywell. This isn't just about looking futuristic. It's about creating an environment where pilots can operate at peak efficiency while managing one of the most complex machines ever built. The centerpiece of the cockpit is the integrated flight display system, featuring 10-inch touchscreen displays that provide pilots with unprecedented situational awareness. These displays show everything from weather radar and terrain mapping to flight planning and system monitoring. The touchscreen interface allows pilots to access information with the same intuitive gestures you'd use on a smartphone, but with the precision required for aviation. The flight management system in the G800 is so advanced, it can practically fly itself. The aircraft features Gulfstream's enhanced flight vision system, which uses infrared technology to provide pilots with a clear view of the runway and terrain even in low visibility conditions. This system can literally see through fog, rain, and darkness, projecting a detailed image of the outside world directly onto the pilot's display. It's like having night vision goggles built into the aircraft itself. One of the most impressive cockpit features is the Predictive Landing Performance System, which calculates optimal landing performance in real time based on current conditions. The system takes into account factors like runway length, weather conditions, aircraft weight, and even the condition of the runway surface to ensure every landing is executed with maximum safety and precision. This isn't just advanced, it's practically science fiction made real. The weather radar system in the G-800 can detect turbulence and weather patterns up to 320 nautical miles ahead, allowing pilots to plan routes that avoid rough air entirely. Combined with the aircraft's ability to cruise at 51,000 feet, well above most weather systems, passengers enjoy remarkably smooth flights, even when storms are raging below. Engine and performance. Under the hood, or should we say under the wing, the G-800 is powered by two Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 engines. Each engine produces 15,945 pounds of thrust, giving the aircraft a combined power output that's simply staggering. These aren't just powerful engines, they're smart engines, featuring advanced materials and design elements that maximize efficiency while minimizing environmental impact. The performance numbers of the G-800 read like something from a science fiction novel. The aircraft has a maximum cruising speed of Mach 0.9, which translates to approximately 590 miles per hour at cruising altitude. At these speeds, the G-800 can cover massive distances in remarkably short times. We're talking about flying from New York to London in under 7 hours, or Los Angeles to Tokyo in just over 10 hours. But speed is only part of the equation. The G-800's range is where things get truly impressive. With a maximum range of 8,000 nautical miles, this aircraft can connect virtually any two cities on Earth with a single stop, and many city pairs with no stops at all. Want to fly from Miami to Dubai non-stop? The G-800 can do it with fuel to spare. How about Los Angeles to Geneva? Not a problem. This range capability means you can literally travel halfway around the world without ever leaving your flying living room. The service ceiling of the G-800 reaches 51,000 feet, which places it well above commercial airline traffic and most weather disturbances. At these altitudes, the ride is typically smooth as glass, and passengers can enjoy uninterrupted views of the curvature of the Earth. The thin air at this altitude means less turbulence, fewer air traffic conflicts, and more direct routing to destinations. The takeoff and landing performance of the G-800 is equally impressive. The aircraft can take off from runways as short as 6,000 feet when fully loaded, and can land on runways as short as 3,400 feet. This capability opens up access to smaller airports that are often more convenient than major commercial hubs, allowing passengers to land closer to their final destinations and avoid the crowds and delays of busy commercial airports. Price. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price. At $75 million, the G-800 represents one of the most expensive production aircraft available to civilian buyers. But what does that number actually mean in real terms? The base price of $75 million gets you the aircraft with standard equipment and interior. However, most buyers don't stop there. Custom interior designs, specialized equipment, and premium materials can easily push the final price north of $85 million. For perspective, $75 million could buy you approximately 150 average American homes, or a mid-sized office building in a major city. The charter cost for a G-800 typically ranges from $12,000 to $18,000 per flight hour. A transcontinental flight from New York to Los Angeles would cost approximately $45,000 to $55,000, while an international trip from New York to London might run $60,000 to $70,000.